Hey, Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, it's Dunlap here. Welcome to the Red State Update Podcast, whatever. It is May.
It's primary.
May 3rd,
And Indiana today.
2016. The day of the Indiana primaries.
Yeah.
People are out there in Indiana voting. Well, no longer voting. Voting is over.
Is it Hillary is close, and then
They've called it for Trump.
Trump beat. Yeah,
At this
Cruz,
point in time, as we are recording this on Tuesday night, May 3rd, 2016, Donald Trump has been declared the winner, King of Indiana. If you live in Indiana, you are now the loyal subject of Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
You must do as he commands.
But Sanders is beating Hillary or close to it. It's close.
He is pulling up close to her.
yeah.
But according to the tweets of 538.com, she's probably still going to win.
Yeah.
But it's close.
That don't help him, though, does it?
They get down. Listen to this. It's amazing the times we live in. The technology, the computers, the machines we got, all that computing brain power.
Don't need any of it, but go on.
And it's truly an age of marvels and wonders. The baby with the baboon heart and the bomb and the whatever. Listen, it's amazing what we can do. We're still voting for Donald Trump, but we've made miracles and wonders and marvels with our own two hands. They can look on the 538 tweets. These people, Jackie, these are people who study polling, numbers, facts, and figures. They've got everything you'd ever want to know about this year's election, Jackie, and they got it broken all down into numbers, facts, and figures, charts, graphs.
Well, they ain't going to explain it to me. None of it's going to make any sense to me. If Trump that's going to be Republican nominee for president.
Yep, that's pretty much wrapped up. This how they can burrow down. This is what they were doing. They were burrowing down on the Sanders-Hillary side, and they're saying, look at Hillary Clinton she was so far ahead with the early votes, which are retirees.
Yeah.
And people who are retired but don't have to work. So they got time. That's who supports Hillary Clinton. Now, maybe if you're retired but you still have to have a job at the dollar store, you might vote for Bernie Sanders. I don't know. I didn't see what 538 said about that. All they said was in the early returns in these counties. They're looking at these counties in Indiana. Who would ever want to look at a county and just breaking it down by who's voting in a county in Indiana, some rural Indiana corn fucking county?
Hey,
and they up in there and they say, well, Hillary was ahead in the early votes. They know this. And then now here come Bernie Sanders people voting day of. They know who is voting when. They can burrow it down. They can say, that's Bernie Sanders coming from behind.
That's what they do. They're going to know who you voted for. They're
I ain't going to know who I voted for because I ain't voting.
I know you don't vote, but anybody else, if they ain't got all that information, then that computer right there is looking at you, and you're supposed to close a curtain behind you.
Nope, you can't keep Nate Silver out with a curtain.
Nope, everybody knows what you doing. That's how when you got these phones in your pocket and the computers on the table, and every which way, everybody knows what they're doing.
I got two questions in. So you're saying that time I went in the voting booth and I jerked off?
Oh, God.
They could tell I was doing
mouth. I don't want to know.
I mean, the noise is sure, and the smell, of course, but they could tell as I was doing.
I don't want to hear
And the second question I have.
You're making light of it, and I'm telling you, they're looking at you right now.
So if Nate Silver is watching us vote and he knows who we're voting for, can he say, Harry, press that button and make Dunlap vote for Donald Trump?
That's coming. How long you keep that phone in your pocket all day long? It's always radiation, do whatever, get in your brain. You don't know what any of this stuff does. If I ask you right now, your phone ain't right half the time, but when you ask something in a phone and it answers you, you don't know how that works. I don't know either. You don't know what dog. Get it out. I didn't say that.
Well, look, Jackie.
There's already a computer sitting right here looking at us anyway.
Yeah, but you can't ask this computer nothing yet. That's when things are going to turn. That's when you go to the refrigerator and say, refrigerator, open up and give me a can of Coca-Cola. That's when...
When you home, you don't need to be talking that much. You go home, you talk to people all day, and don't want to go home and talk to my damn refrigerator.
You better
I just want to go home, open the refrigerator. I don't need to ask it nothing, and get my beer out and go sit on TV.
Well, you better grease your tongue up because you're going to have to do a lot of talking. You're going to have to say, house, turn the lights on, and you're going to have to say, toilet, flush.
Nope.
And you're going to have to say, shower, get.
I ain't going to talk to stuff that switches. I ain't going to do that. You talk to computer, buttons, phone all the time. I don't got no business talking to it. It ain't real, and I don't know who's listening or talking back for it. If I can't look a man in the eye, I ain't going to make no deals with him.
Well, you're going to have to look a refrigerator in the eye.
No.
And you're going to say, refrigerator, give me a Coca-Cola. And next day, there's going to be an article on 538.com say, last night, Dunlap got 100% of the Coca-Colas out of his refrigerator.
Well,
I'll be like, how they know that?
Because it computer said it all.
You told it.
You telling it everything. It's already got a camera watching you. You ain't got to tell it what you're doing.
Well, let me tell you something. When all the machines in my house got cameras and they watching me, I'm going to put a little show on for them.
Well,
I'll be the cam girl in my house.
Don't anybody want to see
that. For an army of horny robots.
That's probably a good way to get the NSA out of there quick. Of course, I don't know what they're like. They may like that sort of thing. I don't know first thing about NSA. They know everything about me and you, but I don't know first thing about them, except they work up there and they're in a room somewhere and Edward Snowden. That's it.
Let me tell you what the future's going to be. All of us watching each other.
No.
Jerking off.
All right. Just watch your mouth. I ain't going to listen to it.
Nate Silver put up a graph about it.
No. No, sir. It's just good Lord put me down. Because I don't want to live in this world. I don't even like the way it is now. It's just going to get worse.
Jackie, I don't know if this is going to cheer you up or this is going to make you depressed, but my phone is about to tell me something. When I picked it up, I got some hot news, folks. I got some hot news right off the presses. You're going to be listening to this later tonight, early in the morning. You're going to be. I was there when Jackie and Dunlap heard that Ted Cruz suspended his presidential campaign. According to two push notices I have on my phone from the Washington Post and Politico, Ted Cruz is quitting the presidential race.
That's it.
According to campaign manager Jeff Rowe. Man, that's a poor son of a bitch, Jeff Rowe. Ending one of the best organized campaigns of 2016 was shit.
That's it then. There you go. That's
it. Folks, that is it.
Donald Trump is the Republican
Well, let's not count Kasich out just yet.
Oh, hell. I wonder how Carla Fiorina's taking all this.
What an asshole Ted Cruz is. That's typical Ted Cruz.
Yep.
I can see him. You want to go to the prom with me?
No.
Some girl never got asked out, and she's like, this is my only chance. And she's like, yes, okay, Ted. And she thinks, you know what, maybe he'll be different. And then, he doesn't even show up. I got busy.
Well, she wasn't even on the thing, but 2 or 3 days? She fell in a hole, couldn't hold the hand, everybody showed it. It's like the worst 3 days of that woman's life, I guarantee you. And what the hell? Just more public humiliation. I didn't do enough on my own. I need his help. Just pile on top of it.
Let me say that she got out of the presidential campaign, other than Trump calling her ugly.
Yeah.
Am I forgetting anything? And she made she just made some stuff up, sure. But she got out.
All of them do that.
She got out of the presidential campaign relatively unscathed. She never did that great.
Well, nobody
But these past 3 days have been worse for her than the entire time she was running for president, just being Ted Cruz's vice presidential candidate.
Now, would anybody, this is awful to say, but I'm going to say it out loud, would anybody be talking about her had Trump not said something about her face? Wouldn't have been as much news. Same with old Megyn Kelly. People watch Megyn Kelly all right. They watch her every now and then. But now everybody going to watch her.
No, that's like Kanye West saying he made Taylor Swift famous. No, it's not a
I know
benefit.
he says that about every woman's face at one time or another.
He
but
does.
I'm saying that's what everybody goes.
Even if she's beautiful, he like at some point he's like, "You're not so pretty now, are you?" After like,
I don't want to think
I'm not
about
even gonna
everything
say
he
it.
says. I know enough already. Don't need to make up any more in my head of what he's saying to a woman. But that's
No, remember that we watched that
she got
debate.
it back. I know she got it back.
The debate before he said she was he got threatened by her when she did well in the debate in the first place.
That's right.
Don't rob Carly Fiorina of her
I'm
agency.
not, but that's what everybody's talking about. They say, I'm just going to be good now. And he got, and she's mad at him and he's mad at her. That's what people watch it for. That's what they put it on TV for. I don't know would she have done as good if she wasn't able to cuss him on stage and put him down in front of everybody else.
I don't know. Did that even help her at that point?
No,
she just kind of like
it helped her that night. But then
she
there's
got
the
a
end of
zinger.
it. Well,
everybody got a zinger here.
more
and there.
people talk about the abortion tape, and they did that. That's true. But that's.
And
That's
now what
what it
does
is.
Carly Fiorina do? I guess she's going to run for something else again.
What else
someday.
does she do? I don't know what she does. I mean, she runs for things. Well, she's a big businesswoman, right? Something
Yep.
like that. Yeah, she did good at business or did bad. I don't know who to believe on that. but-
Maybe she's just back on, got her resume out there again. Maybe she's on LinkedIn. What do you do after you run for president and you just suck at it? But you suck at it, but you're good enough that people remember that you ran for president. Like, poor old Jim Gilmore was nice enough to talk to us at that dog show when we were in New Hampshire or whatever that was. Like, people ain't even going to know that he ran for president. If they didn't talk to him at a dog show in New Hampshire, they've already forgotten. Y'all listen to this are going, what? Who are they talking about? But there was a man named Jim Gilmore, and he did something. I think he was, I don't know. And then he, at some point, he decided to run for president, and he was not good at it, and he didn't, media, whatever. If he were here, he'd say media, Trump, weird year, whatever.
Always somebody else's fault, yeah.
It seemed like a really nice man. Talked to us.
Seemed like
really,
good fella, yeah.
Yeah.
But
And,
not good at
nobody's going to
running
remember he
president.
ran for president. So he could go out and get a job as a greeter at Walmart or working at a Home Depot or a Lowe's.
Can he retire? How old is he?
Yeah,
he's in the military. Thank you for his service, Mr. Gilmore. But can he just retire? He got,
we got some campaign literature. I wish I had it. I'm checking patting myself down like I got this pamphlet from the Jim Gilmore campaign still on me from February. I think I used that to wipe some snow out of my beard. Look, Jim Gilmore had this campaign literature. He's wearing this nice old man hunting jacket, and he's got his gun. It's Gilmore for America. Let him go hunt.
That's what retire. Yeah, go out there and.
They can all retire. How old's Jeb Bush? He's 60 years old.
Oh, I don't care anything about Jeb Bush.
Retire,
what he does.
man.
Go back to doing whatever. He should have stayed retired. What the hell had he been doing since he was governor?
How old is Jeb Bush, phone?
Checking on that. Here is what I found.
Jeb Bush is 63 years.
What was he doing in between?
Oh, wait. I said, how old is Jeb Bush phone? And just to let you know how smart this phone is, it says, result, Jeb Bush, 63 years, 2 months, and 22 days. Telephone, 156 years. The telephone is 156 years old, folks.
Why is it saying about telephone?
Because I said, how old is...
Oh, it heard all the words you said.
I should have said Siri instead of phone. Look, anyway, point is, Dr. Ben Carson, retire. Jeb Bush, retire. How old's Carly... How old is Carly Fiorina?
Let's see. Okay, I found this on the web for how old is Carly Fiorina.
It says, how old is Carly Fiorina? Which is that's a pretty good Mad Max name for her.
They just changed the name of this podcast to I sit and ask my phone how old people who run for president are. And they should just do that.
How old is Dr. Ben Carson? That's the most information anybody's gotten out of this damn
Well, that's
podcast.
true. I'll give you that. Well,
Because I
see,
said damn.
Well, good. That's whoever's working the phone right now. There's somebody decent right there.
Cruz drops GOP bid, said Fox News. I guess Nate Silver working the phone. He doesn't like it when people. Ted Cruz ending presidential campaign, New York Times says. That's from Bloomberg.
I can't even enjoy Ted Cruz dropping out because it leaves Trump. And it would have been the same way, the other way around. It'd be just.
Now, Ted Cruz, he's got to keep running because he's young.
He gonna do something.
Marco Rubio, who knows what he's gonna do?
He'd whine like a baby. Said, "I ain't gonna do this anymore." After what happened to me,
everybody else can just retire. Just retire, because it's not going to be a Republican Party left for you to run for anything with. Because the man still standing after all this is John Kasich and Donald Trump. And I'm half expecting my phone to start buzzing with news of Kasich any second now.
that'd be the only person who cares is that phone.
So Kasich and Donald Trump are the only two people left running? Is that true?
That's it. I mean, Republicans, or supposedly Republicans, whatever you want to name you want to put on it, I don't know what the hell Trump is. Liberal's what he is. He's a Yankee liberal, and all of a sudden he says things. I don't even get me going down. I don't understand what's going on.
So, I don't like to talk. I guess we're just going to do the news now. We'll do the sponsors later. Folks, if you turn in to hear our sponsors, you probably need to wait. You're going to have to wait another 15 minutes or so for us to do more on the news. I mean, we got breaking news. Ted Cruz is dropping out as we speak. I don't like to talk about our comments. We got a couple of comments on some videos and on YouTube and on Facebook. I just saw one person said it was confusing, Jackie. I don't know if you saw this comment. I don't know if you get on there and start digging around.
What did it say?
It was confusing to him. This was on our latest YouTube video, 2-minute, 3-minute video that those go up on Mondays at midnight now. Now, Wednesdays, is that right? No.
It's on Tuesdays.
Mondays at 12 a.m. and the podcasts go up Wednesdays at 12 a.m.
There you go.
This is going up. New time. But they said it was confusing that we didn't like Trump. They said two rednecks should like Trump. It's just confusing is all.
It's confusing to me that millions of rednecks like him. I don't understand what the hell is going on.
He thinks he's
confused.
And then another guy said...
Now, if you're mad at the Republican Party, that's okay. You can be mad at they let you down however they did that. This is not the way to punish them. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Think about the people left in the... I ain't going to say nothing else. That's it.
Then one guy I saw today on Facebook, maybe a listener, maybe a Facebook friend, he said, you suck. He may have said, you guys suck. Said, what the hell, WTF is wrong with Trump?
What is wrong with him?
I don't even know how to answer that.
Honey,
we've made
there ain't enough room on Bookface, whatever hell it is, to put all the words to tell him.
I guess we could just put our last 20 videos. The guy's like, why do you guys like Trump? I don't know, 10 years of backstory?
Yes.
That's why we don't like Trump.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
So, old Trump. Well, Jackie, now Trump is going to clean up. He's cleaning up with the delegates. Cruz is out. Cruz is like, screw this. I am not going to fight with a Trump supporter.
He's awful, too. He was all nice to Trump for so long until it got down to him. And then now, and Trump said this morning, this is who's winning. This is who's won, essentially. He said Ted Cruz, Daddy helped Lee Harvey Oswald shoot JFK.
Do you think that's why Ted Cruz dropped out?
Well, why?
Because Trump is on to him?
He would have never. No, hell no. No. His daddy.
Oh, he drops out on the same day as Trump drops a bombshell about his father being involved with the assassination of President Kennedy?
I'm going to leave all that Oliver Stone, whoever else. I don't know first thing about any of that stuff. Now, his daddy is Cuban. I know that. And Lee Harvey Oswald supposedly pal around different, handing out pamphlets or something. I can't remember. It's
But
too
there's
damn
more than
long
like
ago.
4 people in Cuba, right? He wouldn't necessarily have met.
Well, I know that, but I'm assuming that's a connection, because that's what first people say. That's what my head said. Well, he is Cuban.
Can you imagine, just speaking of gross things, think about Ted Cruz and Oliver Stone having a conversation.
No, that's the worst conversation I ever heard in my life.
Like a really close, like they're in a loud bar, and they're having to they got their arms around each other.
No.
And like just real close face talking just so they can hear each other. And both their breath just terrible.
All right,
And their faces just oozing sweat. Just glistening with whatever secretes out of those pores.
No.
I think we may owe Donald Trump's always been a little conspiracy minded. If we do remember the birther movement, which pretty much put him on.
Well, everybody knew he was
on the road to the White House.
That's where it started. Yeah, right then. Yeah. Before that, he just TV. And, I mean, he's still that, but he would. I still have to remind myself this is happening right now to us. This is happening to this country right now. I have to stop and remind myself, and I know I'm getting up in age, and maybe that's it or whatever. Maybe I don't want to believe it, but whatever the hell it is, Donald Trump is a candidate for Republican Party 2016.
Who are you going to vote for?
Who is there to vote for? Because if it ain't him, it's going to be Hillary. So
Okay, what if you had a choice between Kasich and Bernie Sanders?
That's not a whole lot better. Maybe a little less crazy, but Bernie Sanders is crazy. I have to go with Kasich. He was a lot of things, but he don't seem crazy.
What if your choice was Donald Trump or Bernie Sanders?
No, I don't want to think anybody put Donald Trump with is, you won't say it's better, but in that case, I don't. Which one of those which one is going to destroy America the fastest? Now, I got to look at how many years I'm left on this world, and not 2 more minutes. So which one is going to take the longest before, everything goes to hell?
Folks, I want to put this out there right now. I want to put this out there to our hundreds of listeners. I want you to go out to get the word out. We need you more than ever right now. We need Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton to come and make their case personally to Jackie Brawls. If you had them sitting here and you could ask them questions.
That's 2 people I don't want to be in the same room with ever. No, they don't. I don't care what they say. It don't make it. One's a liar and the other one's crazy.
Which is which?
Oh hell! I don't want to. No.
If somebody knocked on that door and you knew on the other side of it was either going to be Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton,
I don't.
Would you get up and answer it to let them? I phrased that weird. If you knew, if they were coming in,
I'd be gone. If they said they's on the way over here, I'd get my truck and drive out of here.
That's the only way out.
Well, I'd find a way. No, somebody come by and tell me they'll be here in 30 minutes or something like that. If somebody gave me a headway, I'd get on going. Of course, it's private property too. I can say, who is it at the door? I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Yeah, well, Donald Trump will say eminent domain. He'll come in here no matter what you say.
Well, I don't care what it says, means. Lord, I don't know what I did to you for this to be my last remaining years to watch this. Yeah.
Do you think you won't see another election?
If it's anything like this, I don't know.
Does that mean we don't have to do another Kickstarter?
What is it?
You remember.
Oh. No, I don't want it. No.
Look, this has been rough. We lost Merle Haggard. We lost Prince. And now Donald Trump. This is hard on an old man, Lord. This is one of those moments in history that we're not going to know what to make of it until we can look back 40 years from now.
Oh, good Lord. I know I ain't going to live that much longer, so. Because I'm glad I'm not going to be around because I don't even want to hear anybody talk about this. And that's what I'm supposed to do all the time. Get on there and talk about it. And that's what I asked for money to do, and I'm thankful for it. But now I didn't think I'd still be talking. I never thought I'd say Donald Trump is a Republican nominee. I don't think anybody saw that.
Should we refund that money?
No, I'd take all this back. I don't know how to give back to it,
We can go talk to the refrigerator about it instead of making people listen to us have nervous breakdowns.
Well, they're probably having one too. We're doing it together. Let's all have nervous breakdowns together right now.
We got plenty of people who listen to us who like Trump. What we've been.
The Americans, they welcome to like whoever they want, even if they're crazy, liberal, Yankee.
Racist.
What is racist?
No, they're racist.
Oh,
no, Trump is,
he's racist.
Trump is racist.
He says racist things.
I'm not calling him racist. I'm merely implying it.
Well,
I
thought you were saying I was a racist for talking about Trump. But
let me see how I can figure that one out. Well, racist, that's what we talk about, the real racist, somebody said. Which I guess they meant not Trump, but that was a comment, one of our comments, like, y'all should talk about, y'all should talk about the real race. Ease up on Trump. Y'all should talk about the real racists. Sorry.
I don't know.
Sorry, person. Thanks for watching.
Everybody's been around long enough. Her and him, I'm sure both of them have done racist things. They've been around long enough, and looking back, everything's racist now.
Who, Trump or Hillary?
Both of them done something.
Oh, well, now let's talk about, like, Trump's racism is probably
that's
things
now
like,
happening right now.
That's building a wall.
Back in the day, getting the homeless people, black people not to live in that building or whatever, at those stores,
Yeah, and probably just things he said all the time under his breath or to his.
Now, Hillary had done something. Black Lives Matter don't like Hillary, too.
She did stuff like got mad at Sister Soldier and imprisoned a generation, things like that. It's different, though, like Donald Trump walking through, like, get that black guy out of here, and Hillary Clinton.
Which one's worse, getting yelled at like that or getting put in prison? You tell me. That's what I'm saying. You look at everything in all sorts of different ways.
I'm going to say the prison. I don't know. I don't know, though. I'm not. It's not for us to say. So
it ain't. I'm just,
I mean, we can ask some questions. I don't know. Can we even ask questions? Should we even be talking out loud?
Nope.
Let's see if anybody else dropped out. No, God damn it. Kasich, come on.
Who else can drop out? It's just Kasich. That's it. Bernie Sanders ain't going to do it. He going to stay in as long as he can, which is funny, but then you got to think, well, he's a nominee, and he's crazy as hell.
I think you two'd get along if he was sitting down here.
I might get along with him.
Y'all'd have a great podcast.
I'd get along with him and talk to him about whatever he wants to, communist, anything. I'll talk to someone about it, but then there's plenty of people you like talking to, but you don't want them to be president. There's plenty of them people. Now, Trump, I don't want to be president, and I don't want to talk to him. Either one.
So we still...
What are you doing on the...
I'm just trying to see if we've heard anything from Clinton and Sanders in Indiana, but we haven't. And I guess Kasich still.
Let's keep looking at your phone, get the news. Let's do sponsors now, and then we'll keep looking at that.
And maybe we'll have an update for you at that. Should we play the song?
Now or later?
I think we should play the song. We're almost exactly half an hour. We've talked about the news. We've had breaking news. Now we're going to do the sponsors. We'll come back for a wrap-up. We're going to play the song now but we need something to go out on, like a cool line. Let's just talk for a second. It'll come. Well, I guess Trump's going to be the Republican nominee, Jackie.
I know. You said that. We've been talking about it for the past 30 damn minutes.
I know it, man. How's that make you feel?
It feels awful, like everything's awful right now.
That's a good. We'll just go out on that.
Out on what?
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey, it's Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, Dunlap here. We're halfway through the Red State Update Something podcast for May 3rd, 2016. It's Tuesday night as we record this, just probably an hour or so before we throw it up online for you to enjoy.
You gotta hurry and get through it, yeah.
We just heard that Donald Trump has taken Indiana. And Ted Cruz has dropped out of the race. So if you're just joining us, that's what you have missed. Ted Cruz is gone, so and Donald Trump, I guess, is still the Yankee in charge of the Republican Party.
Yeah. Let me just do my sponsor say. I ain't got to think about that. I got to remember what to say instead of think about any of that. So let me do that, and then we'll talk about that some more after.
And then I'm going to check my phone, and then we're going to get some up-to-date news, and we'll see how things stand.
All right, I got a good sponsor this week. Same as last week. Going to extend it for another week now. If you don't want your child getting a shot, which you shouldn't do that. If you're supposed to get measles shot, whatever kind of vaccine, take child, do it. But if you one of them crazy people don't want to do that, or think it's wrong, or whatever it is, bring that youngin' on down to Jackie's Market down here, because out in the parking lot, Dr. Bird lady, she going to be down there. She's got this salve, this ointment. Don't say nothing. Don't say. Got this salve ointment. The doctor's going to put it right here on the chest, take care of them just like that shot would. So bring them on down. Don't let them be open to germs and everything. For whatever reasons, if you're crazy and want them to be that way, don't be that way. Come down here and let Dr. Bird lady rub something on them. Take care of them better than a shot. Of course, getting stuff rubbed on ain't it, make a child used to cry when you get a shot, you cry. Down here, it's just that smell makes them cry. But the smell don't last long.
The motion is a calming. Rubbing something on a child, calms them down.
It's a little warm. You have to heat it up to get it.
The smell is bad, though.
It's the smell get into the youngins. A youngin ain't been around that long enough to get that many smells to know what something like
I remember. Is. You always remember some of your first smells.
Well, that's probably one of them, but you also remember being healthy year-round. So bring on down here. And I want to say something right now. Look. I said something on here, and I wasn't trying to be political or whatever. I said something about Dr. Bird lady. Now, Dr. Bird lady I've known for years and years. She is a good friend of mine. And all I said was, you ought to be able to go to the bathroom where you need to. Go where, if you got to go, you got to go. And all this stuff going on up in North Carolina and other places, I wouldn't even talk about that. I just wanted to say something about my friend. Now, look. Target's doing something and making people mad, whatever. Target has 2 bathrooms. They got a men's room and a ladies' room. Here at Jackie's Market, I ain't got but one damn bathroom to begin with, so it don't matter. It's, whoever's got to go, whoever's got to go. Go in there. So here, it ain't got nothing to do with Target and stuff. So let me tell you right now, these men, these supposedly Christian men, I'm a good Christian. I don't go to church as often as I should. I'm a good Christian. And Jesus tells me what to do in the good book, and I pray and I know what to do. Now, these men say that they're Christians and do that. Is Jesus telling them to stand around in bathrooms? Is that what the Lord is telling these men? Because he wouldn't tell me to do that. It'd be a waste of my time. I got to work. I got to do things in the world. I ain't going to stand around in the bathroom. So go do it at Target or wherever. Got 2 bathrooms. Do that. Don't come down here and stand in the bathroom because nobody can go when you're in there. Nobody can.
Yeah, it says occupied. When you go in there.
When you slide, if you lock the thing, it does. It gets stuck
occupied.
sometimes, but either way. But you just standing there for no reason. Don't even nobody know you're in there.
They've been doing it in shifts.
I guess Jesus knows.
That's what they said.
I run them out of here. Well,
they're coming in through that window.
My-
they took the vent out and they coming in through that
know
window.
Jesus in my heart, lives in my heart. He tells me to live fruitful life, spread the word when I can, do that sort of thing. He does not tell me to stand around in the bathroom 24 hours.
Well, you self-employed, it'd be hard. Something he's government.
What are these men doing? Do they got a job?
One of them works for the city, and he took a vacation.
And this what Jesus want him to do on his vacation, stand in my bathroom.
Well, he divorced. The wife took her kids. He ain't got. What's he gonna do? Go to Panama City Beach? He said, "Hell, this beach sitting around at home."
There ain't room but one person in there. First off, you can't get more than 2 people in there. It's like one stall with a door on it, and you go with. So first off, like the shed occupied, whatever, like that. And if you don't leave it, you scare people half to death when they open it up and you stand there. If you don't do the occupied, but if you're doing the occupied, then you in there by yourself for hours on end, and nobody here can go to the bathroom when they need to. Dr. Bird Lady standing outside, helping children with crazy parents. And you won't let her go to the bathroom or anybody else for that matter here. So that's just, you got to go to a different church than I do, because the good Lord wants me doing good things in the world, just trying to go on about your life in a good way. He never said stand around the bathroom all day. Never did.
Riri puts in car stereos down at Thump Thumps.
I don't care what to do. Tell them go stand. There's Targets. Nashville, there's Target. Go up there. Stand in the bathroom all day. If that's what you really got to do. All I said is somebody I know for years, I ain't got but one bathroom. It ain't even political. It ain't but one bathroom. Ain't girls, ain't boys, ain't nothing written on it. The only word on it is occupied when you pull the thing over.
And nobody wants to go in that bathroom anyway. No matter how they identify.
If you got to go to the bathroom, you go in there. There ain't no other reason to go in there. It ain't there for a fun time or for Jesus or anything. It's just go to the bathroom. That's all you can do in there.
If you identify as having a nose, you don't want to ever go in that bathroom.
Well, it's a...
I remember the first time I smelled that bathroom. I remember that.
I put every kind of cake or whatever you want to call it down in there.
It just makes it worse.
Well, it ain't for smelling, it's for going. That's all it's for. Just go in there and do your business, get the hell out. That's what it should be for any damn bathroom. That's what it should be, no matter where it is. But if you won't stand in there for Jesus, so be it. Just go do it. Go do it like in a ladies' room. This one's, what do you call it? What's the right term?
Unisex.
Unisex,
Ally
universal,
McBeal.
wherever. Now, people who, they got their own thing to change a baby or something like that. This ain't for that even. If you had a baby going there.
Don't let a baby go in there.
You can't set it down nowhere. There ain't nowhere to set down,
And you wouldn't want to if you could.
I didn't do that because I don't like babies. It just wasn't set up that way. That's it.
Let me ask you this. And I thought about this today. It come to me. I was like, that's a genius idea. And I was like, I bet some asshole online has taken this idea and used it already. And I'm going to say it on this podcast, and everybody's going to write in and say, yeah, like Glenn Beck said that.
What is
so
it?
I guess you're an asshole too. Here's my idea. This seems like this could be the dawning of a new age of bathroom attendants. Everybody needs a job.
That's fancy place like that.
Fancy place, sure. Let's take that 1% idea and bring it down to the 99% idea.
All right.
Not get it?
Ain't no room to be an attendant at the bathroom here.
I think if you got a bathroom, you have an attendant, and people just naturally. It doesn't matter if the attendant is male or female. They're an attendant, so it's sort of like they're casteless. They belong to they're sort of at the bottom of the rung. So it's like our sexual hang-ups don't apply to them. They don't even deserve them. So the bathroom attendant just stands in there. And they just sort of like that way everybody's free. Like you can send your kids on in there. Not worried about transgendered people, but just, you worry about sending your kids in anywhere. That's the problem. People worried about sending their kids places. We need more bathroom attendants. Get the jobs going. Open them up. Open up the floodgates of the jobs and get some people on the employment rolls. Let them stand around in the bathrooms instead of these Jesus people. Let them stand in there, and then nobody care because we've got a person with a job so terrible that nobody can get mad at them.
Why?
That way they can't say, well, that bathroom attendant let a transgender person come in there. I say, well, yes, I did because I'm the bathroom attendant and all are welcome. I stand guard here, and if you're worried about a transgender person coming onto your 4-year, I don't even understand. But you rest assured that did not happen, and all you have to do is tip me $1, and I will give you a mint. And everything is fine.
Some of them get a little towel or something like that.
Maybe a little towel.
A little towel.
It doesn't matter. And they can be female. I think this is...
Now, I'm old-fashioned. I don't like, first off, go bathroom around men, let alone woman. If a woman's in there, I'm going to hold it till I get to a bathroom where I can just do my business. Because it ain't nothing. I'm better, she better, worse, anything. That's just me, old-fashioned. I'm embarrassed.
Okay, how about this? Bathroom attendants, blindfolded and with headphones on. Noise-canceling headphones.
Don't make a damn bit of sense.
But they have a sensor. There are panic buttons all over not just like one in the stalls next to the toilet paper. Not just next to just the walls are lined with them. That these bathroom attendants who have somehow stumbled into a role that makes them beneath pity, they are sensory deprived. But when a child or anybody, maybe somebody has a heart attack sitting on the toilet.
All right.
You know how often that happens?
I don't keep up with it.
Should I ask my phone?
No, don't ask your phone anything about the bathroom.
They hear a little beep beep, and then they go, well, shit, somebody. Okay, I guess I got to take this off, and then they take it off, and they come to your rescue. I think the bathroom attendant is the way to go. I'm not saying we need attendants to keep transgendered people off of children. I'm just saying.
What that?
I just think it's a good idea.
Hell.
I just think I don't get enough. Sometimes I have really good ideas that could change the future of the country. And
we didn't mean to get on politics. I just want to say out right now, if you believe in Jesus, go. I'm glad you believe in Jesus, but I don't think you listen to him.
It's just a needless reassurance.
There's no reason for him to be in the bathroom. Unless if you got to go in the bathroom, if you believe in Jesus, and he wants to definitely go to the bathroom to go. That's what it's there for, but not to stand around. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail your sponsor. Folks, come on down.
It's more about crazy people won't give a child vaccine. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about crazy people touching your child in the bathroom.
Dr. Bird Lady, rub a salve made of dead birds onto your child.
It ain't made of dead bird.
So that ghost bird can snatch them out of your arms.
It's made of herbs and spices and mentholated is in it somehow.
Yeah, herbs and spices is what you put on dead birds.
No, you don't put herbs and spices on dead bird unless you eating it there at the table or something like this. This is all natural. It ain't got no dead in it at all.
No, it's what he's been doing, and this has been proven in a laboratory.
No,
Dr. Bird Lady has been what she's been doing. Sorry,
you better watch it right now.
What Dr. Bird Lady has been doing is cooking down all the birds that die in her care in a big vat. And she had to learn some of the dark arts to protect her from ghost bird.
What?
But I don't know if it's the dead bird cooked down salve that's rubbed on all these kids that's been attracting ghost bird, or if it's ghost bird just saying, you think all the dark arts you learned can protect you from me? But a lot of these anti-vaxxers are having their children ripped from their arms by ghost bird. It's been reported by like 3 different families.
What are you talking about?
It hadn't made the news because the news thinks they don't want to be laughed out of.
Don't say that. No, those children is keeping them safe from measles and everything else, germs, all that stuff.
I mean, it's not proven. To me, it's like if there's any doubt that this salve causes ghost bird to swoop down out of the skies and snatch their children from their arms. I just don't trust it. I don't want that salve going on my child.
Don't know where
when
you
I don't know for
I
sure
never heard this before in my life.
That ghost bird ain't gonna swoop down. It happened to the Andersons.
What?
It happened to the Coopers.
Who?
And it happened to the Wolf-Blitzers.
Oh, hell.
3 different families here in Murfreesboro.
I ain't talked to any of them. It would have been in the news. Mr. Children be in the news. No, don't believe this is made up.
I'll tell you what,
this
the
is rumor.
media's covering it up because Inky was drawing a cartoon for the Daily News Journal where a ghost bird was coming and snatching.
He can draw whatever.
And the Daily News Journal said, "Put your pen down.
Don't make it real. This is a bunch of bull. Those children are fine. They're safe from viruses, measles, disease, all that stuff, all year round. Come get some. And it ain't dead birds either. Come bring your young'un down here. Let Dr. Bird Lady take a look at them and rub what they need on them.
So that's Dr. Bird Lady with dead birds cooked down into a viscous solution.
It ain't dead birds cooked down to nothing.
Rubbed onto your children to attract a vengeful.
Just don't even say the word. It's
Spirit
bad luck. It's bad luck
of the
to even
skies.
say that word. So don't even say it.
I got a sponsor this week, Jackie. I think you're really going to like them.
I don't know.
Folks, if you remember it last week, we sort of have been had a couple of story arcs going here where I told you the story of Mikey Growler a few weeks ago, and he had a run of bad luck. And sounded like another typical depressing, small-town idiot with no money standing in the middle of the street crying because everything gone wrong.
Call me idiot, boy.
Well, that is not what it was. I called Mikey Growler's secretary. I said, how much did Mikey Growler make last week through his business? Look at this frog to go.
What?
She said, well, we don't have the exact figures in, but it was about $300 million.
That is a bunch of bull. They didn't make $3, let alone $300 million, anything. No.
$300 million. Folks, can you believe it? You heard his humble beginnings right here on this very show just a few weeks ago. He went out, he found a box in the trash, he found a frog in the water, and he said, people, would you look at this frog? And millions have said, yes,
Nobody said anything.
Yes.
I looked
Show me that frog. What'd you think of it when you saw
it? It looked like a frog with something grown out of it. That's it. But he made anywhere near any kind of that money. That's a bunch of bull.
On the ground floor. Now, that was before the app, before he bought that charger. Now you just get on your mobile device and you say, drive over here and show me that frog. And now he has a fleet of chargers and a fleet of frogs. And folks all over this country are getting a chance to look at this frog. And Mikey Growler, a local boy, made good. It just goes to show you, just when you think you are at your lowest point, that's when, I don't know, call it luck, call it fortune, call it the good Lord above. Somebody takes a liking to you and says, you know what, I don't want you to get no lower than that. I don't even know if that's possible. Let me offer you a hand up, and you take that hand, and then $300 million later, glory be. Glory be.
I give money because I want not to see a damn frog because man's down on his luck. You try to help him out. He went through a lot. I understand that. I give him the money. Since I gave him some money, he went ahead and showed it to me. And like I said, it's a frog with a thing on it. Ain't 3 million people out there won't drive over a house with a frog in a box or whatever he keeps it in. There's a bunch of bull. Nobody gave him that much money.
And folks, so many of you have reached out to me and said, Dunlap, I was so inspired by that story, and that made such a difference in my life when I was feeling lower than Mikey Growler that first week you told this story. That was a real turning point for me, and I absorbed some of those lessons, and I turned my life around. I love it when your podcast tells stories like that can make a difference in somebody's life, that can turn lives around. Instead of all this, bad news, this person got killed, this person got stabbed, this person got beheaded, a tree fell on this person, the wind blew this person over. I can't take any more of the bad news. Do you have any more good news? Well, let me tell you a story about a man we refer to around here as Green Bean.
What?
Now, Green Bean, as you know, he was one of the Christian vegetables. He was living the life of Riley, high on the hog.
I don't know about that.
He was famous. He was the proud owner of a green bean suit. He had everything a person could ask for.
He wouldn't take it off. He's crazy as hell is what
Well,
he is. This is a homeless person, crazy. You shouldn't be talking about him, and you shouldn't be taking any money from him. He's a crazy homeless person, and you took money. You're supposed to give them money.
Well, it's $25 to sponsor this show. That's been since day one.
Sweep the parking lot, give him a sandwich, one or the other. But don't take any money from him.
So, Green Bean, after he was let go from the Christian vegetables, I would say he was in something of a downward spiral. He lost everything. Could not find work. Lost friends, family. Wound up in the Bakken oil fields. Was a bare-knuckled fighter. Took a beating. Taking a beating was his primary skill. But as the nights grew longer and colder, he dug deep down inside himself, and he found some skills and the will to survive that made him into a vicious, oftentimes cruel fighter. There are many songs. A lot of the men up there in the Dakotas bring their guitars on their backs and their Hyundais as they drive to find fortune in the oil fields, and they all write songs and ballads about each other. That's mostly what they do, is write ballads about each other.
Right.
But the ballads of Green Bean are plentiful on the oil fields
Ballads
of the
of
Dakotas.
Green Bean.
Every fight he had got a ballad about it. I mean, I don't know if you've been up to the oil fields.
No, I ain't been up there. I know where it is. I ain't been.
Well, if you went up there, they'd probably write a ballad about you.
Well, I don't need
That's
no
mostly
ballad
what they
written
do.
about me. And what, they write ballads about every homeless person that wanders through there?
So, well, that's, yeah.
Well,
that's mostly what they got. So he was up
Ain't
there in
nothing
them
to write
old
a song
fields.
about this. Ain't nothing to write a song about. Should be ashamed for that.
What about Leonard Skinner?
Well, he was not necessarily homeless. He was poor. You don't,
I'm sure he had some place to
I don't
look.
know if he lived in the street.
His fighting career continued until some old boys got tired of losing to him. They found some golf clubs, because you can find anything on the side of the road up there in the Dakotas, and they decided to take those clubs and just beat the shit out of them.
All right.
Green Bean, he's back here in town because he looked in his Entertainment Weekly and he saw that Mikey Growler and his Look at This Frog was in the It List or whatever paid advertisement section of Entertainment Weekly was. Green Bean has been a subscriber since 1990, and no matter how bad things got, he never let that subscription lapse. And he said, "Look at this." He was inspired, just like so many of you have been inspired. He said, "Look at this in this magazine. Here's an old boy from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, just like me, except he ain't got a green bean costume that is fused to his skin because he refused to take it off."
It don't even look like Green Bean. It look like a bunch of rags. He's a homeless man. Don't take money from him.
And some of that fracking mutated something so that a vein of his grew into the costume. So if you cut the costume, sometimes it bleeds his own human blood.
Just
He said, "He's just like me." And he got on a bus. He come back down here to Murfreesboro, and something's wrong with him. I mean, just from
he's
being hit in the head
crazy.
that many times.
He needs to be in a home somewhere or something like that.
beat
He
with
don't
them
need
golf
to be wandering
clubs.
around and people taking $25 from him.
And he got down here, and he...
You don't know how the hell did he get $25 to give you?
He lost that frog that he found. He found a frog, and he was going to show it to. He was like, "Look at this other frog," was his business. But the frog got away from him, and he was walking down the side of the road, and that tire come off that car and hit him, and then that Great Dane got loose. You remember that? That Great Dane got loose from that yard and knocked him down. Just a string of bad luck. And then since then, not to depress you, but he was walking under an awning after it had rained.
Why
and
was he
all the
walking
water come
on
down on him.
Walking on and awning?
Under an awning. What did I say? On an awning?
I wouldn't put that past him, though. I'd have to check and make sure he'd be up there climbing around stuff because he's crazy as hell.
No, he doesn't get on the roofs much anymore.
Oh,
His moon night phase is over.
I don't need the comings and goings of a crazy homeless person. None of it's going to make any sense to me, so why waste your breath on it?
Well, after that awning, and then he was walking by the big flag by the car lot. This was that day it rained, then it got real windy, and then the giant flag flew off the flagpole at the car lot, and it nearly smothered it. Like it nearly crushed it. It smacked him with such force. Right. And then it just landed on him, and it took 18 men to get it off of him. Right. And then they saw it was him, and they. You know how you can just tell when people are like, oh, we're saving somebody's life. And they're like, oh, him? And he saw that. You don't, like if you get close to him and you can smell him and it registers on your face or you say, like, something's really wrong with him and that registers on your face, like he's at himself enough to know that. So don't get right up on him and then display your disappointment. Don't get right up
on him and do anything. He sees colors, everything else. Lord knows what he sees.
Well, folks, this is where the story arc goes goes up and cheers you up. Because I know a lot of y'all sitting there like, I can't take much more of this. No, you can't. And here's where it gets where you don't have to take it anymore. Right. It's more just like a gentle acceptance. Because, folks, Green Bean, I don't know if you could call this success. Yeah, I will. I'll call it success. Right. I think Green Bean has finally found success, Jackie.
Well, all right, whatever.
He's been running around in the swamps off of Stone River preaching to the frogs.
Preaching to the frogs? What the hell are you talking about running around the Stone River? What is preaching to the frogs? What the hell does that even mean?
Oh, he's got Church of Frogs. He started Church of Frogs.
Church of Frogs?
Yeah, he said he's just going to live in the swamps now, and he went down there to get another frog, and he slipped in the mud. You know, it's easy.
All right.
It's easy to slip in a swamp.
So he down by the river just screaming at frogs is what he's doing. That's
yeah.
Well,
they listen to it.
They don't listen to anything.
I said, well, can people come down here and listen to you too? And he said, yes, all are welcome. I said, well, okay, I'll tell everybody that. And he said, no humans allowed.
What?
And I said, well, can people bring their frog, if they have a pet frog, maybe in an aquarium, bring their frog down here to get saved?
What the hell are you talking about?
And he just laughed at me and said, you have no idea. So I don't know.
He's crazy. Why do you...
But he gave me $25.
I want to know how he's getting $25. That scares the hell out of me.
I don't know. It's a good question. It is a good question. I'll follow up.
He's giving you $25. That's 2 weeks in a row. That's $50.
That ain't bad.
What the hell is he doing? I ain't never seen him out there, panhandling. He don't get change or nothing like that because he's too crazy. Don't want nobody to go up to him and give him nothing.
I'm going to say Obama.
What?
So, folks, go down if you can hide in the reeds and want to hear somebody preaching to some frogs. Go on down to Green Bean, Church of Frogs. That's Church of Frogs in the swamps right off Stones River. Yeah. You're going to want to get down there and hear the word of God.
After 8 years of Obama, we're all lucky we ain't down there with him.
And, dang.
What?
Well, I'll be damned. All right, look, Jackie. You do some sponsors, and you get on here, and you see what our phone says, and it looks like Bernie Sanders wins the Indiana Democratic primary. What's the matter, buddy?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's all awful. I want to be happy because he beat Hillary, and she don't like to lose, but I can't be happy because he's crazy communist, and that means he's going to run, and that means... There's no good coming out of any of this. Let me say right now, repeat, no good will come of any of these crazy people running for president. Liars and crazy people. One lie, two crazy people.
But Hillary Clinton still holds a commanding lead in the delegate. Which one's the liar?
Which one do you think is a liar? She lied about everything. Emails.
So Trump is crazy.
Trump is crazy.
But he
Sanders
lies
crazy.
too.
Crazy people does.
I see. He has a
lie.
crazy person's relationship to the truth.
As far as I can tell, he does. He said that Ted Cruz dad helped Lee Harvey Oswald kill JFK. He said that on TV.
Yeah. Indiana awards its 83 pledged Democratic delegates on a proportional basis, says Politico, with 50 anyway, meaning that Sanders is unlikely to net many delegates. So he won Indiana, so that's going to get all his crazy people in a froth. Like, unplug Facebook, folks, because it's going to get ugly.
And
then she's still winning, and he's saying he's going to go to a contested convention. And she's still winning, and all his people are getting mad. So we thought Trump contested convention, they were going to damage him. He's coming out of this stronger than ever. The Republican Party seems to be lining up behind this asshole. Meanwhile, over here, Hillary Clinton, who you thought was a sure thing, and then in a minute she's going to turn on that hose of Democrat money and spray all over Trump like what an idiot he is. It's going to be all over the airwaves. And if you were worried about a President Trump, you won't have to for long. Who knows what's happening over here? I mean, she's still going to win, but they're all going to be mad at her for winning.
I ain't going to vote for her, and I don't blame them. I don't blame anybody that don't want to vote for Hillary. I blame them if they want to vote for Bernie Sanders. But Hillary Clinton, I understand. I half agree with them on that.
But you can't get mad at Bernie Sanders people for getting closer and closer to actually winning.
I ain't mad at nobody. I'm mad at this world. I can't put it
that's
on one
everybody.
individual. Well, being mad at Bernie Sanders, being mad at Hillary, being mad at Trump ain't going to help me at all. It ain't going to help me get through nothing. And I can't be mad at who voted for him either, because I guess I'm just old, don't understand how anything works anymore. I guess that's it.
That's true. It's all over. It's all because of damn Facebook. It's damn Facebook.
Back when I was watching TV, which wasn't very much, didn't have TV till I was of a certain age, and it didn't have no reality. If Donald Trump was on it, he would have never been able to be on TV, let alone this. And these are conservatives that want it to be, simple, just like it, not necessarily black and white, but, just things. That's how it is, and he does this, and they do that, and I do, how it used to be, like the Archie Bunker sings at the beginning.
But he says the Archie Bunker things, like, let's make it like it used to be, but also is he the future?
He must be, because he ain't nothing that he's talking about. He ain't got nothing to do with great nothing, except, lying and getting attention on himself. That's it. That's the only thing he's ever been great at.
We've been on Facebook and Twitter for so long, and all we do is listen to our friends who back us up. So we just don't trust nobody who says anything different than what we think. We don't trust the government anymore. That's been building up since Watergate.
Well, yeah.
And now we don't trust anybody who's been a politician before or has any experience running the government.
Oh.
And anybody who says, hold on, wait a second, we just delete them from our friends list. So now we got two people who could be the party people, the nominees, who run completely on being an outsider. Then you'd have Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump competing to see who's knows the least about running the country.
It would be bad one way. It'd be bad a lot meaner. The country still go down too, but with Trump, it just insults on top of that. Bernie Sanders just be like, this will work, trust me.
Don't worry about the blood running down the middle of the streets. On the other hand, if Hillary Clinton is president, it's just going to be Obama, but with longer lines.
Yeah.
And more drones.
Yeah.
And more investigations.
Yeah.
And her standing up there bewildered. How long can you watch somebody try to figure out why nobody likes them? It gets depressing after a while.
I can't.
I thought things were bad when there were like 40 idiots running, but now we're down to 3, 4, I guess. Kasich's still in it.
Oh, hell.
And it's worse than it was when there were 70 of them.
I'll put Rubio, put them all back on stage.
Come on, Rubio, come on back.
Even if you ain't running, just get on there and argue every now and then. Who's going to go to that convention? And who out of them? We know Christie. Christie stuck his nose, where, as soon as he could. But which of those people who don't like him? Well, George W. and Jeb ain't going to go. I'll tell you right now, they ain't going to go to that convention. I can call on that.
No Bushes.
Doubt that. Of course, Republicans too good for Bush for how many years now? They too good for George W. Now, don't come here.
You got Palins. The Palins will be there.
She'll be there anytime, anywhere she can talk. They'll let her go.
All the celebrities. There'll be Bobby Knights. There'll be who else likes him?
I don't know.
Who are all the celebrity Trump likers? All of them will be there. I guess that's the new Republican Party.
Ain't the same. Peyton Manning likes him, don't he?
Likes Trump? I thought probably.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I like him. Oh, he's all right.
Well, you're going to be seeing a lot more of that, Jackie. We're like, he likes Trump.
Yeah.
And then eventually, you know what's going to happen? About September, I guarantee you, we'll be sitting at this table and you'll be going, I like Trump now.
No, I will not. Don't start. I don't want to like him. I don't want to like him. Just put me down before I say it. I don't want to like him.
I just don't understand. We got people. He comes on and he says he's going to deport people. We're going to keep this race out. We're going to kick this race out. And this race is rapists. And I didn't mean to say that, but I said it. So, and now look at the polls. So I don't know who you take. And then he puts up a wall and all this stuff, which sounds like awful things that people should protest. But now he's going to be the actual damn official nominee of this party. So now you're going to have people protesting like official party things. And then you're going to have the Republicans who haven't, for what privileged reasons, haven't thought about how bad it looks. They're like, well, he says some stuff, but he's putting on an act. They're going to go, now the Democrats are coming out. They won't even let us have a convention. We're going to protest their convention. And suddenly, it's all a mess.
All right.
It's all higgledy-piggledy. Everybody's mad at each other. There's no rule of law. And then he gets in. Everybody like Obama's going to start all these, a race war. It's Trump. We're doomed. It's the end of the world. And then you got all the other countries looking at us like we're crazy. The dollar crashes. There's pandemonium in the streets. The cities are ablaze. The colleges are shut down.
Hillary's going to win. I ain't saying that ain't going to happen. I'm depressed over that.
But she keeps losing, and he keeps rising in strength. I mean, she also kind of keeps winning.
Yeah.
So it's confusing.
I'm confused right now, yes.
So you're saying that people are magically going to get excited about going out to vote for Hillary Clinton?
No, I didn't say that. People be magically excited to vote against Trump. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
That's what it's going to be, and that's what's going to. Ain't
sense.
nobody going to. Oh, I can't wait to vote for Hillary. No, that's crazy, son. Let's better do something. That's what's going to happen. And then you got President Hillary Clinton. Now, everything you described could just as easily happen under her.
That's true.
But in different ways. She'll be lying about it, and there'll be more scandals than you ever. I just, what back in the day used to be one thing, old Nixon. People don't like Nixon nowadays, but he only had one real scandal. Checkers dog, that's something different. They were wrong about that, and he kept a dog, and that's different. But the Watergate stuff, people didn't like him to this day because of that. That was one scandal there. One. How many Obama had? How many scandals?
Like, what are we talking about?
IRS is one.
IRS is one.
Benghazi's him, too. Hillary don't own Benghazi all by herself. Obama helped her with Benghazi somehow. There's some more, too. I can't remember all of them. There's so many. She's got a bunch.
Just Jeremiah Wright, is that a scandal?
Yeah, that's a scandal. Yeah, he's been, what he said,
Since back then. Trump vows to lead GOP to victory in November, says Politico. We're going to win in November, the real estate mogul said from his Trump Tower in New York. This has been an amazing evening. I didn't expect this.
All right.
We want to bring unity to the Republican Party. We have to.
Don't read all this to me.
Trump heaped praise on Cruz while shrugging off John Kasich's refusal to drop out of the race. I guess he has said he's not dropping out. He said Republican National Committee rants. How do you say his stupid name?
Ants. Ray is like a ray, like a ray gun, and then ants crawling in your food. Ray ants. I think
you can say Reince Priebus's name, but you can't say Snapchat.
What is it?
Now only has to deal with him. He had 17 egos, and now I guess he's down to one, said Trump. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Can we I just won't go bed right now.
We should shut this off.
And
Folks,
sorry, if you're learning this with us, which I guess they know already.
You might be listening. They already know. History. You watch history unfold here, folks, or listen to it unfold. Thank you. Can we say some old boy, who was it that wrote us, dang it, I'm going to forget your name, who wrote us and said, thanks for always putting up a podcast on time, which I guess is true.
Yeah,
I don't think we...
There's sometimes did like a special, a repeat or something like it always goes, only 2 of those,
So thanks for writing us on our Facebook and telling us.
Rate and review. Tell other people that, too.
Yeah, get the word out. I'm sorry if you like Trump and all we do is bash him now, but,
It's what the world is now. I don't know.
I don't know what you... I don't know how to.
You don't need us. You don't need us on here saying how good Trump is. You got him for that. So just a little one.
There's not a world where Jackie likes Trump that I can see. I just don't see how Jackie would ever like Trump.
He is a slick, Yankee.
Now look, we could sell out.
Think he's better than everybody else.
If Trump called us up and was like, "I got a check right here." With you 2 boys' names on it.
I don't need no money from him.
And like $1 million each.
Nope.
$2 million? How much would it take?
I don't want no money from him.
How much Trump money would it take?
Just makes me mad too, because him sitting there, that's how he is. Oh, money. I don't want it. Don't throw it at me. Keep it yourself. I don't want it.
$5,000.
I know you take it in a heartbeat. You don't give a damn.
$5,000.
But
know. Don't try to, not 4,999, son. I mean, you've said some awful, racist, horrifying stuff.
Well, yeah.
But $5,000, I mean, $5,000's $5,000. I don't think there's anybody out there saying Trump is the end of the world. Andrew Sullivan, no matter who you ask, anybody take $5,000.
All right. Congratulations, except for Trump. I guess Bernie Sanders, thanks for beating Hillary Clinton, but
you may have screwed us in the long run.
Yeah, you did.
It was a pretty good podcast, I think, tonight. Don't you think so, Jake?
I wasn't thinking about anything that we were saying. I was thinking about how screwed the Republican Party is. And forgive me for saying this turned off. I can't hear that. I don't like to talk that kind of language. But we in trouble. This is... I don't know what else to say about it.
But it made a good I think it made a good podcast.
I don't
some
know
of that
about
emotion, that raw emotion.
How's it any different? It's any of them different. You talk about this thing, you talk about that thing.
You get mad, you're
over
right.
that thing, or you
You're
get
right.
happy about that thing. It ain't
That's
no
life.
different. It's whatever. Today's history, and now that's something they did. That said, I guess we did something on history, but sometimes that ain't good because you could have said, well, today's history and 9/11 could have happened that day. Or, you know,
that's bad history.
Lincoln, yeah, you don't want to be associated with that.
And honestly, do people even remember this shit? Like after the, I mean, this one may be bad because I was talking about blood running in the streets.
Yeah.
But nobody remembers like Gary. Gary Hart ran twice. I forgot that. I thought,
old
I
Gary
thought that
Hart,
all
yeah.
happened one time.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So I mean, nobody cares about primaries.
Had that lady sitting on his lap, old Gary Hart did. That's on
Yeah.
all the magazines. I remember back then, he up on that boat, had that lady on him. I said, yeah, Democrat right there. Yeah,
Those were the days.
they were.
Hey, Jackie, let me ask you a good question.
Yeah.
When would you like to see a new Red State Update video go up?
I guess I'd like to see it every Monday, start of the week, like Sunday, Eastern time, midnight. Yeah.
When would you like to see the Red State Update podcast go up?
I guess about midweek, maybe like Tuesdays, midnight each time for every Wednesday it'd be there. Yeah, man, I'd like that, but hell, it ain't up to me.
You know what, though?
Huh?
It is up
Get
to
out of my face.
you. It is up to
I
you.
don't, all right.
What you just said, that's what we're going to do.
All
from
right,
now
fine,
on.
just get away from me. That's
Did
fine.
you hear what Jackie said?
What?
That's what we're going to do.
Thank y'all kindly for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. Hell,